Alright, let's try this out. So, I think this is the big beast first here. Let's maybe turn the fan off. That's going to make a little better sound. So, here is the Duke. We'll pop the popper stuff. Always very satisfying. And let's take a look at this bad boy. So, always nice to see it shrink wrapped. That means I'm probably getting the right thing. Get our box out of the way. And there is the Duke, which sounds a little bit like a poop, but you know, I mean, that's okay. This is by far the nicest video card I ever expect to have. So we're going to kind of enjoy this. This is a 3-fan because I'm worried about keeping it cool in what might be kind of a hot box. And my hope is that 3 fans can run a little quieter. So, let's open it up. It's not that heavy. The box is pretty reasonable. Nice, little easy to lift it out handles here. Oh, until they rip. Don't rip. Don't want to drop this card. Let's lay it down. Pretty packaging. And here we oh, there we go. Okay. A little bit of padding. A nice little MSI thing. If there's a CD in there, I'm gonna laugh because I don't have a DVD drive anywhere in my house. And see, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's go get this out of the way. We don't need that. There it is. Nobody cares what's in this. Oh, you do? Okay, well, let's take a look. What is in here in this pretty black envelope? Let's take a look. I have a DVD that I'll never use. Great. Into the trash. I have an installation guide. I don't know how to use this, but the bracket is useful because otherwise this thing will fall on its head or its tail or whatever. I don't know which way's up. Yay for a bracket. The Lucky the Dragon Computer Workshop. So it came with a small comic book, which I'm going to guess is marketing, but you know, when marketing's this good, I'm okay with it. I remember when video games used to come with little instruction books and comic books, and that was a lot of fun. Afterburner. That'll be kind of fun. Wonder if I'll bother overclocking this. And there's a scan code if anybody wants it. I don't know what it does. Maybe more dragons, more languages. Graphics card, quick user guide. Do I care about this? No. Let's see. MSI gaming. What are these? Coasters. These are gaming coasters. See right here, it says gaming coaster. So, apparently, this is for putting my drinks on. That's really lame. Okay. There's my little power adapter. Here is the support bracket. Holy cow. Look at this monster. That's just the support bracket. Wow. This is true gaming. In case you were wondering what kind of gaming this was. That is a really beefy bracket. That's, wow. Okay, cool. Not sure what the adapter here is. Looks like maybe a 6 to an 8 pin, which you probably don't want to do unless you want to underpower the card. I don't know. So let's take a look at the beast itself. Oh my. Oh, that is heavy. Oh, that is much heavier than I expected it to be. That is a monster. Oh my gosh. Let's pull it out. Wow. This thing weighs more than a laptop. Huh. That's incredible. All right, here we go. Meet Duke. Which, if you ask me, is kind of a weird name for a dragon, but whatever. So here you have the back plate, which this is kind of the fashionable thing right now, to have an all-metal back plate. It looks clean. I don't know if it stabilizes or what. Here you can see, look at the thickness of that. I mean, that cooler is 1.5 inches. With copper pipes, you can kind of see the copper pipes in there. My gosh, that is such a thick heatsink. No wonder this thing weighs so much. A couple of power cables running around. Here's the front. So this is the 3-fan. Remove before gaming. That's a good idea. Maybe even remove before installation, if you ask me. Why is that sticker there? This is kind of fun. It says, fans not spinning? Don't worry. So I'm not worried now if the fans aren't spinning. That's one of the nice things about this card is the heatsink is so beefy that unless you're playing an intense game, the fans don't actually have to turn on. It'll passively cool in a lot of situations. So here's the front. Beautiful. This thing's huge. I'm trying to think of a frame of reference for you. Like, here's a can of air. We'll use that as my closest frame of reference. Here's an air can. This thing is way bigger than an air can, right? Here is the top of the device. You've got the 8x8 pin power input. That's how you know that it's really, really, really thirsty. And then you've got the little SLI thing here. And of course, Duke. I really seriously considered getting the Founders Edition cards. I think they're much better looking than all this nonsense. But the Founders Edition cards, from what I read, don't cool as well as these bigger third-party solutions. So last thing to look at is the connections. So it looks like I've got, can't see what all these are. Okay, I've got an HDMI, DisplayPort, what's this guy? DisplayPort. So 3 display ports on an HDMI. Yep, 1, 2 display ports. The HDMI, 3rd display point. So, thank goodness for the HDMI. I cheat and I use a TV as my monitor for 4K. And it's HDMI only, doesn't have DisplayPort. And all the converters that would convert DisplayPort to HDMI right now are really limited in what they can do. The last one, this is kind of cool. This is the new single connection solution for VR. So this handles all of the data, all of the power, all those kind of things for a VR headset. It used to take a lot of different plugs to do all that, and they've now reduced it down to this single, I think it's a USB Type-C connector. So that's pretty nice. So there you go. There is Duke. Now we've got to figure out how to put Duke in my computer. My old computer. I'll show you a picture of that here. Here, let's let's hop down and take a look around the office. There's, oh, jeez. Oh. Well, there's a chair. Okay. So, down here is this little beaut. And that's the PC that we are going to try to install the GTX in. If you take a look right now, let's get you some lights. Light. So much better. So, this is less stable at this point. Here's what we've got already. You can see, oh, there we go. You can see the 750 watt power supply, the existing WindForce GTX, and the big CPU cooler. We're going to swap out a couple of the fans in the front for good 92 millimeter Noctuas. And then we're going to swap out on the front section here, we're going to swap out all of these 5 1/4 bays for one single 120 fan for intake. So in the front we'll end up with these two 92s and a 120. And then in the back we've got the single 120 along with the massive CPU cooler. So we will see if this case is able to take the heat. I should have enough size. The length here of the 970 is pretty good. I think I can clear the 2080. We'll see. Wish me luck.